Hello everyone, thank you so much for tuning in. This is Sakshi here. Today we're making a brownie mango cheesecake. This recipe was actually an experiment which me and my mum had done together for my birthday, and we're so glad that it turned out really nice. So the recipe has two parts to it. One is to make the brownie and the second is the cheesecake topping. I'll have all the instructions, details and measurements written down in the description box below, so don't forget to check that out. And without any further ado, let's dive into the recipe. 120 grams of dark compound chocolate, which I've chopped into small pieces, and I'm going to be adding in 95 ml of water. Micro this at 30-second intervals until it's completely melted. So here is the mixture. We'll whisk this very well together. We'll now let this cool completely. For the next step, I've got here a big mixing bowl, and into this we'll weigh in 75 grams of salted butter. This is at room temperature. Into this I'm going to be adding in 20 grams of caster sugar. If you don't have this, use powdered sugar instead. And using a whisk, we'll have to whisk this until it's completely light. So this has become nice, light and fluffy. So now is the time to add in the sweetened condensed milk. We're going to require 200 grams of it. So we'll directly weigh it into the bowl. Again, using a whisk, we'll incorporate it very well into the mixture. Now is the time to add in the cooled down chocolate mix that we prepared. So we're going to be adding in all of it. Now gently whisk it in. So we'll require a really good quality chocolate for this purpose. I'm also going to add in the vanilla essence. So a teaspoon. So if you can see these tiny bubbles, they show how fluffy and light the mixture is. That is exactly what we're looking for. Now is the time to sift in the flour. So we're going to require 140 grams of maida or all-purpose flour, half a teaspoon of baking soda and 1 teaspoon of baking powder and 1/8 teaspoon of salt. We'll now have to sift this very well into the wet mixture. Now we're going to gently cut and fold this mixture into the wet ingredients. So we have to fold and then cut. We'll just whisk in once to dissolve any lumps, if any. And you can see how beautiful, light and fluffy the mixture is. So this is looking great and the batter is ready. We don't want to overbeat. For my brownies, I'm going to use a cheesecake tin and I have dismantled it. And now we have to generously butter it. So the base is done and I'm going to place a butter paper which is cut to its size on top of it. This is a 6-inch cheesecake tin. Also have to butter these sides. So this is looking good. So the mold is ready. We'll now pour in the brownie batter. So the batter was actually a little more than what we required for the cheesecake, but sadly we didn't have a bigger cheesecake tin, so we had to stick with this one. But definitely if you have a 9-inch cheesecake tin is recommended for the correct brownie size. Once in, we'll have to level this and give this a good tap. So this is ready for the oven which is preheated at 180 degrees Celsius. So the cake took us 25 minutes at 180 degrees Celsius. We're gonna enter a toothpick in the center, and if it comes out clean, that means it's perfectly baked. After about 5 minutes, I'm just gonna run a knife through the edges of the tin and gently remove the mold out so that the cake cools faster. It's got a beautiful texture and now we have to cool this completely. Here are a few options. If in case you don't want to make a brownie, you can always use a ready-made or a homemade chocolate sponge, or instead just stick to the classic biscuit and butter combination. While the brownie is cooling, let's make the cream cheese topping. So we've already whipped here 60 ml of whipping cream. So this is the first step. We'll keep this aside and next here onto the bowl, we're going to weigh in 170 grams of cream cheese. So here it is. And now into this we're going to add in 3 tablespoons of powdered sugar at first. So this should be around 30 grams. Now we're going to beat this very well. We're now going to add in 1 teaspoon of vanilla essence and continue blending. So this is now ready. So now is the time to fold in the whipping cream. So let's add in half and cut and fold it. And this is exactly how the consistency should be. I'm going to add in some mango cubes. So this is the flavor I'm going to be using today. You can add in any fruit of your choice. Strawberries also taste really well, or you can swirl in some caramel sauce, so it's totally up to you. Alright, so the brownie is cooled completely and now it's the time to assemble. I'm gonna transfer it onto a cake board, and like I said earlier, since the brownie was bigger in size than what we had expected, we're gonna cut around 1/3 of it and keep it aside and do the further process on the remaining 2/3 of the brownie. I'm gonna place the cheesecake mold back in and lightly grease the sides of it with oil. And then place in the cheesecake mix that we just prepared. So I've got here some mango puree, which is basically 1 Alfonso mango pureed. Any mango works. And we'll add in 2 generous tablespoons of it along with the cream cheese topping and swirl it into using a spatula. This is going to create a beautiful double colored swirl when we cut into the cake, and we have to ensure that it's completely evenly spread. We also decided to put in some more puree in the top and swirl it in using a skewer, a toothpick or a butter knife. Once you're happy with the look, you can just clean up the sides of the tin if dirty using a tissue paper, and then we'll tap it 2 to 3 times to remove any air pockets, and then it's time to refrigerate. So you can refrigerate it overnight or freeze it for at least 3 to 4 hours. Once it's set and ready, we can remove the tin off and even out the sides using a spatula. And it's time to garnish. So you can use anything to garnish it. We're using a yellow and white colored whipping cream to pipe in some rosettes. And we also decided to put in some more mint sprigs for a fresh look. Another idea is to garnish it using some mango cubes. We had a tiny little scoop, so we just used that to put in 3 scoops of mango in the center, and the beautiful cheesecake is ready to serve. And that's it. I really hope you guys enjoyed the recipe. If you did, I'd be really eager to know your comments in the comment section below. And until next time, this is Sakshi signing off. Stay healthy, stay safe. Bye bye.